The 2026 Mercedes-Benz S-Class is back in the spotlight, and man, this thing rolls in like it owns the whole boulevard. If luxury cars had a VIP list, the S-Class would be the guy checking names at the door. Mercedes has been building this flagship sedan for decades, and somehow each generation keeps leveling up. Before we get into what's new for 2026, let's take a little cruise through the S-Class history, because trust me, this lineup wasn't built overnight. The story starts all the way back in 1951 with the 300 series, a big, classy four-door with a straight six engine that was basically the godfather of Mercedes luxury. A few years later, the Ponton came around with improved designs and engines, and by 1956 Mercedes said, "Let's make this official," and introduced the S on the 220S. That letter stuck like super glue and became the badge of elite Mercedes models from then on. Jump to 1959 and we got the famous Fintail, the kind of car that made you feel like you're starring in a retro Hollywood movie. Then in 1965, Mercedes dropped the fourth-generation S-Class with sedan, coupe, and convertible options, plus one monster of a trim, the 300 SEL 6.3. That engine made 369 pound-feet of torque back when most cars were still trying to figure out how to pass 100 horsepower. When the official S-Class nameplate hit in 1972, Mercedes decided to put the world on notice. The 280, 350, and 450 models came in SE and SEL styles, packed with innovations like airbags, ABS, and reinforced cabins, stuff that made rivals look like they were still practicing. By 1979, the sixth generation landed and it became the most popular S-Class run ever made with over 900,000 sold. It delivered power, comfort, and for the time, some seriously sharp aerodynamics. Fast forward into the 90s and Mercedes dropped a bigger, more tech-filled S-Class with the legendary 6.0-liter V12. That thing was basically a land yacht with an attitude. In 1998 the eighth generation arrived, lighter and smarter, and by 2003 Mercedes started offering AWD plus the thunderous S65 AMG with 612 horsepower. And let me tell you, if you ever drove that one, you know it felt like the car was about to enter warp speed. Maybach joined the party in the 2000s, flexing with the Maybach 57 and 62, massive super luxury sedans that were basically rolling private jets. In 2007 the ninth generation came along, bigger and more refined, featuring hybrids, diesels, and V12 powerhouse trims. Every review at the time pretty much said the same thing: this car doesn't just set the bar, it is the bar. Then came the 2014 model, the first member of the 10th generation, a sedan that blended design, tech, comfort, and performance so cleanly that it became the standard for luxury sedans around the world. The S-Class Coupe and Cabriolet followed soon after, plus Maybach editions and plug-in hybrids. Mercedes even brought back the legendary S-Class Cabriolet in 2017, reminding everyone that luxury doesn't have to hide under a hardtop. Now rolling into 2026, the S-Class stands tall in a lineup that's stacked with machines like the AMG GT, the new E-Class MotorTrend's 2025 Car of the Year, the all-electric G580, the Maybach SL 680 Monogram Edition, and a refreshed G-Class. But even in the middle of this super team of Mercedes models, the S-Class still carries the crown. The 2026 S-Class brings everything refined: modern design, silky smooth engines, cutting-edge driver assist tech, next-level comfort, and a cabin that looks and feels like a five-star lounge on wheels. When you see one glide by, you know the owner isn't just driving a car, they're making a statement: yeah, I made it. Speaking of the cabin, this thing is essentially a tech paradise. The materials are top tier, the layout feels like Mercedes hired a luxury hotel designer, and everything inside is engineered to keep you relaxed. The S-Class has always been that car you sit in and go, okay yeah, life's good. And if at any point in this video you start daydreaming about owning one, hey, don't worry, you're not alone. We're all in the same boat. Quick joke break, because the S-Class might be serious, but we don't have to be. I told a friend I was reviewing the 2026 S-Class, and he said, "Bro, sitting in that car must feel so smooth even your problems ride in comfort." He's not wrong, this thing could probably make your stress take a nap. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a little luxury motivation in their day. It helps the channel big time and keeps me pumped to make more car content for you guys. Back to the S-Class, one of the big reasons people pick it over a competitor is simple: No one blends luxury, performance, and tech quite like Mercedes does in this car. You want a quiet ride? Done. You want power? You got it. You want infotainment features that make some smartphones jealous? Yup, the S-Class has that too. And the ride quality? It's like the road personally apologizes before you hit a bump. Mercedes engineering goes crazy here. But of course, the S-Class isn't for everyone. The price tag is no joke. If money's tight or you just don't want to drop that kind of cash, the E-Class is still a killer option, way cheaper, still luxurious, and now award-winning. But if you want the full VIP experience, the S-Class is the way to go. Mercedes also keeps expanding the lineup around the S-Class. You've got the AMG GT Coupe and 4-door, the new CLE, CLS, GLA, GLB, GLC, GLE, EQ Electric Series, and the G-Class, which, by the way, now has EV versions like the G580. Mercedes is basically covering every type of driver. But even with all these options, the S-Class remains the one that defines Mercedes luxury. The legacy behind this car is as impressive as what you see today. Every generation brought something new. Stronger engines, better safety, smoother rides, more tech, more luxury, and more presence. That's why when someone says they drive an S-Class, you automatically picture success. It's that type of car. Anyway, if you made it this far in the video, you're officially an S-Class fan, or you're saving up for one, which honestly, I respect. Before we wrap up, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Trust me, it makes a big difference and helps us keep dropping dope car content for you. The 2026 Mercedes-Benz S-Class isn't just another luxury sedan. It's decades of engineering, innovation, and class bottled up into one machine that represents the very peak of its category. Whether you're driving it or just admiring it, one thing is clear, Mercedes built this thing to stay king. And if history keeps repeating itself, they succeeded again.